Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
They're going to look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's brought down after a good gain. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And now here's a carry heading left. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him near the 34-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Knight. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Watch it now, Marty.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Rams on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now the Rams are going to hold things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Knight. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And a gain there of 11 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down. Knight. Now he's forced out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off play action. Knight being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Rams on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Powerful running. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they'll run it here. And now running right through it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, able to shed some tacklers, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair, does it? Because this guy was breaking tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what he did. A really good effort by him, but give credit to the defense of giving up no gain.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from the 20. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Knight. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Knight. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
No. Check. Patriot.
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be and a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Off the play fake. Knight. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Decision as he stopped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. On
third down, Knight. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Rams on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
17, got it. Check them out. All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Knight. Dancing to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Set. Boom. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Off play action. Knight. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Rams on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Now, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They run the counter now on first down. Space to run past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got room. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Looking to throw. Knight sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?